the cracks, the faces fade. I traded truth for masquerade. My soul is glass in God's cold hand. Will I rise or sink in sand? My final breath was not the end. The silence asks if I repent. In the judgment shade I stand. But steel is forged through flame and strife, and I will take back my life. The world may try to bend, but I won't break, I won't end. Ashes and glory written in my name, fighting through the fury, rising from the pain. No chains can hold me, no fear remains. Ashes and glory running through my veins. to what will never be. I scream, but all the clocks just stare and whisper truths I cannot bear. I beg for sleep, but dreams rewind to every fault I left behind. Trapped in the hourglass, drowning in years. Each second cuts deeper, fueled by blistering, ignored the screams. Salvation sold in shattered dreams. He wore the guilt like holy skin. Confessed then sinned and sinned again. Thorns of the halo, bleeding pride. Saints in shadows always hide. Kneel before the beast you made. Worship scars and call it no gods will come to pull you free. When heaven rots from its own tree, you built your church on dying breath. Now choke upon the wine of death. Thorns of the halo, bleeding pride. Saints in shadows always hide. Kneel before the beast you made. Worship scars and call it shattered screams and children's cries. Steel and fire, man-made tombs. Cities turn to dust and ruins. We built our throne on blood and gold. Now reap the
beneath the flag